Ashtavakra Gita Chapter 1, The Teaching of Self-Realization. Witness consciousness, the true nature of liberation, Sat-Chit-Ananda. You are the embodiment of it. Prasad Bharadwaj. Verse 3. Na prudhvi na jalam nagnirna vayurdyaurna va bhavan. Esham sakshinamatmanam chidrupam vidhi muktaye. This visible earth, water, fire, air, and sky, none of these are you. You are the witness to all these. This witnessing consciousness is the embodiment of Sat-Chit-Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss. Realizing that there is no difference between the two is liberation. The world is created from the gross elements of the five Mahabhutas, and from their subtle elements, the mind and intellect are formed. In Vedanta, these are referred to as the subtle body. This subtle body uses the gross body as a vehicle to fulfill desires. The impressions we have stored from the past manifest through this subtle body, and once the experience is completed, they dissolve. These impressions arise as desires in the intellect, creating a ripple of thoughts in the mind and manifesting as physical actions. This creates a connection and strengthens the relationship between the individual, society, and the world. The gross and subtle bodies, along with the external world, are all creations of the five Mahabhutas. The existence of the creation is due to these impressions. When the impressions are dissolved, this wonderful creation is no longer necessary, and the living beings who perceive themselves as bound will realize themselves as pure consciousness. In the first part, Ashtavakra explains that the five Mahabhutas are not you and that this world is created from the mind-body complex. You cannot exist within the objects you observe. Do not mistake the mind-body complex as yourself, you are the witnessing consciousness that observes them. To attain liberation, one who mistakenly identifies with the mind-body complex and suffers from its troubles must disassociate from this false identification, realize one's true nature, reflect upon it, and bring it into experience. It is due to the consciousness within us that we become aware of emotions in the mind and physical experiences. We are constantly aware of them externally and internally. It is because of the light of consciousness that we are able to perceive all experiences within our intellect. Just as objects around us become visible in the light of the sun, similarly, it is through the light of consciousness that we come to know all experiences. Just as sunlight does not depend on the objects it illuminates or is connected to them, the light of consciousness is also not dependent or related to anything. If the light of consciousness is present, everything else appears to exist. The Rishi makes it clear that this consciousness, this witnessing consciousness, is you. The world is a physical form created by the combination of the five great elements. Mind-body complexes, thoughts, and emotions are all combinations of these elements. Generally, we identify ourselves with the mind-body complex we possess in this world. But Ashtavakra says that you are the consciousness that, as a witness, observes and experiences everything. This witnessing consciousness is the form of Sat-Chit-Ananda, which always remains in the form of liberation. Currently, we are bound by identifying with the gross and subtle bodies created by the combination of the five great elements, deluded by Maya, and suffering in illusion. When we meditate with focused attention and break free from the illusion of identifying with the gross and subtle bodies as ourselves, we can stand firm in the silent, disease-free state where all impressions are dissolved. Since these impressions are the root of all creation, when they are destroyed, the meditator, meditation, and the object of meditation all merge into one experience. No matter what happens externally or internally, always remembering that I am just a witness to everything is the first step toward meditation. As mentioned in the Kaivalya Upanishad verses 23 and 24, realizing that earth, water, fire, air, and sky do not exist, and recognizing oneself as the lone, non-dual witness in one's own heart cave, the seeker becomes established in the experience that they are the substratum of all existence and always remain liberated. Dear divine souls, let us continue this journey of spiritual understanding with the explanation of the fourth verse of Ashtavakra Gita in the next video. Jai Gurudev. Blessings of peace and love to all divine souls watching. Thanks for watching and understanding. Like, subscribe and share with your loved ones. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for future post alerts. Stay tuned to Chaitanya Vignanam Spiritual Wisdom YouTube channel for future videos. Prasad Bharadwaj.